Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So I guess working late at night definitely has its perks sometimes. Of course, with the scheduled maintenance being over, the inflow of all these leaks on new units information has come out. So as always, this is from Datago4 on Twitter. He basically runs a site, and honestly, he's pretty damn reliable when it comes to the information coming out. So we'll cover it one by one. These are the units that you can see right now that are pretty much brand new or also getting a Dokkan Awakening. So let's run through it one by one. So we'll start off with the second form cell unit. Of course, the 40%, or not 40%, but the type specific support units are getting a boost now, up to 50%. Previously it was 40%. That's probably why I mixed it up. But second form cell leader skill is extreme tech types key +4 HP attack and defense increase of 120%. So obviously beneficial with the battlefield setting where you do need a secondary lead. In terms of the super attack itself, will cause supreme damage, and attack and defense greatly decreases. So greatly decreases enemies attack and defense. I could see a lot of beneficial value in that as well. Now for the passive skill, tech types key +3, and then for extreme tech types, additional attack and defense increase of 50%, and then changes a random key type into tech key, and then for every tech key sphere obtained, looks like attack and defense increase of 20%. So again, similar to some of the other support type units that have come out, receiving a Dokkan Awaken, pretty much the same type deal. Categories, I mean, I can just read through real fast. Artificial life forms, looks like androids, time travelers, transformation boost, android cell saga, and then target Goku. Now moving on to the Tecton Unit, looks like counterpart pretty much to the Cell Unit, where it's super tech key +4 HP attack and defense increase of 120% for leader skill. For the super attack, you're looking at also causing supreme damage and greatly reducing enemies attack and defense as well. Passive skill is pretty much similar, just oriented towards super types, where tech types get key +3, and then super tech gets an additional attack and defense increase of 50%, and then basically randomly changes key outside of tech key into tech key basically, and for every tech key obtained, or for every orb obtained, attack and defense increase of 20%. All right, and then for categories, looks like Rivals, Android Cell Saga, and the Last Resort. All right, let's move on to Hellfighter 17. Looks like this guy is, for leader skill, strength type key +3, HP attack and defense increase of 50%. And then the super attack will cause immense damage and also lowers attack. Passive skill looks to be high chance to evade enemy attack. And then for Android category allies get a attack increase of 20% and also 10% toward defense. And then for artificial lifeform category allies, attack increase of 20% and also 10% increase toward defense. This unit looks to be on the androids, artificial lifeforms, and target Goku categories. And then this guy is going to be pretty damn good. The Super Saiyan Gohan unit that is getting a Dokkan Awakening. Leader skill does change to super type key +3 or key +2 HP attack and defense increase of 60%, and then for the super attack will cause supreme damage and also medium chance to stun the enemy. And then for the passive skill, looks like attack and defense increase of 58%, and then reduces damage taken by 58% as well. Super type allies get key +2 and attack and defense increase of 30%. So this guy's getting a decent boost toward attack and defense, also mitigates damage with damage reduction, and also provides passive support to allies. So a very beneficial unit to have potentially. Looks like categories are going to be Hybrid Saiyans, Majin Buu Saga, Goku's Family, Super Saiyan, and Siblings Bond. Alright, and then we have the Jackie Chun Max Power Unit. Leader skill is going to be physical type key +2, HP attack and defense increase of 50%. And then for the super attack, will cause supreme damage to enemy and also greatly reduces enemy's defense. With the passive skill, you're looking at upon activating super attack, attack and defense increase of 130%. And Kamehameha category allies get ki +2, attack increase of 20%. And then for the categories, you're looking at World Tournament, Dragon Ball Saga, Full Power, and of course Kamehameha. Now the last one's pretty interesting. It's going to be the LR unit, so I assume it'll be the World Tournament LR reward, basically replacing, you know, what it previously was with LR Yamcha and Puar. So leader skill for this guy looks to be Conquest of Terra category allies get or categories units get ki +3, HP attack and defense increase 120%. So not a bad leader skill for the Conquest of Terra team if you don't have the transforming cooler unit. Now super attack is going to be for the 12 key, looks like for 1 turn raises defense and causes colossal damage to enemy. And then for the 18 key, looks like greatly increases defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Alright, and then for the passive skill, looks like for every tech key sphere obtained, attack increases 6,000, and if you obtain 5 or more key spheres, reduce damage by 50%. And let's see, randomly changes key spheres excluding tech into tech type key spheres, and basically when conditions are met, basically transform. So we'll talk about the transformation criteria here in a second. For the categories, looks like Resurrected Warriors, Namekians, Dragon Ball Seekers, Time Travelers, DB Saga, Conquest of Terra, and then Full Power. Alright, and then the criteria for the transformation itself is going to be 7 turns from the start of battle, which is a pretty damn long transformation requirement. And then also you have to have a DB Saga or World Tournament or Dragon Ball Seekers enemy. You essentially have to be facing DB Saga, World Tournament, or Dragon Ball Seekers enemies in order to transform on top of the 7-turn restriction. So pretty much good luck seeing that on a frequent basis. Alright, so after the transformation, these are the pretty much stats for that unit. So 12 key super attack changes to, for 1 turn, attack and defense increases or raise attack and defense for 1 turn and then cause colossal damage to enemy. And then for the 18 key, greatly increases or greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. And then for the passive skill, basically for every key sphere obtained, attack increase of 6,666. And after 5 turns from showing up in battle, reduces damage taken by 66%, and basically 6 turns onwards after showing up for battle, if you obtain 5 or more key spheres, reduces damage by 50%, and randomly changes key spheres into tech key spheres, so pretty much. So a lot of restrictions with this unit, but we'll see how this plays out. In terms of categories, you're looking at, let's see, Resurrected Warriors, Namekians, Dragon Ball Seekers, Time Travelers, Dragon Ball Saga, Conquest of Terra, and Full Power. So pretty much, you know, obviously doesn't change, but yeah, I don't know about the restrictions on this unit, especially the transformation. And then upon transforming, you have all these like requirements on, you know, how many turns need to pass in order to get the damage reduction and whatever. So the thing I'm wondering, right, is the 5-turn and 6-turn restrictions upon transformation, if that is a thing like throughout the whole battle that he's on pre-transformation, or is it actually required after he transforms? Because 5 turns after he transforms, even 6 turns, I mean, after he transforms, you're looking at a lot of time spent, because just the transformation itself will take 7 turns. Well, actually, let me correct this, right? upon reading this, I think basically it's either 7 turns from the start of battle, or you're facing Dragon Ball Saga World Tournament or Dragon Ball Seeker's enemies. So that's probably what makes sense. After reading the transform stats, that's pretty much what that is, I think. So just correction made. I'll probably put it in the pinned comment, so we'll go ahead and leave it at that. But outside of that, I mean, some great Dokkan Awakenings, some new units that are going to be pretty cool. So overall, we got some stuff to look forward to. A lot of these are, along with the World Tournament coming up. So that's pretty much what it relates to. But we'll close out the video at that. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.